So, drum roll please. Welcome to the first ever Tune In Thursdays, where we are going to be going deeper in the Bible, reading some stories and asking some questions about what that means to us today. Now, I'm going to be reading from our Lion Storyteller Bible. If you've got one, you can follow on at home if you want to as well. But listen up. Our story today is about two houses. This is a story that Jesus told. "Let me tell you a story," said Jesus to the crowd one day, "a story all about building. There once was a man, a wise man, who wanted to build his house. So he found a big rock, a really big rock, and he said, 'This is where I'll start.' There was another man, a foolish man, who wanted to build a house too. So he found a nice beach, a soft, sandy beach. And he said, 'This is where I'll start.' So he found a really big rock. And this is where I'll start. He dug a big hole in it. And that's where he built his house. The other man found a nice soft beach, a sandy beach. And he says, 'This is where I'll start.' So he smoothed off the sand, tossed out any shells, and that's where he built his house. Then the rain came, and the seas rose. The wind huffed and puffed, enough to blow both houses down. And it carried on raining and raining. The house on the rock stood firm, but the house on the sand crumpled and fell flat. "Listen to my words," said Jesus. "Do what I tell you, and you will be like that first man. For the things I say are true, solid as any rock, and you can build your life upon them." I wonder, what does that story tell us about God? What do you think that story is trying to tell us today about how we need to live and what we need to do? So, over to you. You can either talk amongst yourselves if you're in a family watching together, or get yourself some paper or a little book and start writing and drawing down some ideas about those two things. What does it tell us about God? And what is it that he's trying to tell us about that story today? Right, thank you for coming to Tune In Thursdays. We will be back on Sunday, so don't miss it. Video links to appear at the end. But before we do that, let's head to our segment, which I'm calling Prayer on the Stair. 1, 2, 3. Dear God, help us to listen to what you want to talk to us about today. Help us to know in our hearts and in our head all you have for us that is true. Would you bless the people in our family right now? Amen. Thank you for joining us once again. Remember, check out the links appearing now, and remember to subscribe to our channel so that you can get all the latest videos from Revelation Kids Download. See ya!